Hare Krishna. My name's Bhakti Chaitanya Swami, and I'm going to say a few words about Lord Chaitanya and why Lord Chaitanya is so merciful. It's a very interesting subject because we hear from Shastra, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nahe Anya, that Lord Chaitanya, he is none other than the combined form of Radha and Krishna. But we see that in regard to this particular subject of mercy, that Lord Chaitanya is considerably more merciful than Lord Krishna. Not that Lord Krishna is not merciful. Lord Krishna is certainly merciful. He spoke Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, and he accepted the worship of the gopis in so many ways. Lord Krishna was merciful to so many devotees. But we see when we compare Lord Krishna with Lord Chaitanya, that actually Lord Chaitanya is much more merciful, and he's merciful in many ways that Lord Krishna is generally not really so merciful. For example, Lord Chaitanya is, you could say, proactively merciful, meaning that sometimes he just takes it upon himself just to be merciful, without there being any particular demand for his mercy or something like that. So why is Lord Chaitanya more merciful than Lord Krishna, even though he is Krishna? Well, that verse that we mentioned, it gives the essence of the understanding. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Radha Krishna Nahe Anya, that Lord Chaitanya is not just Krishna, but he's the combined form of Krishna with Srimati Radharani. So when their natures mix like that, when they mix in the same body, then that very extraordinary merciful nature of Srimati Radharani, it really starts to pervade the mercy of Lord Krishna, and even really to sort of dominate the regular mood of Lord Krishna. Srimati Radharani, Srila Prabhupada mentions, is the merciful feminine counterpart of Lord Krishna. She has very special merciful nature. Of course, Srila Prabhupada talks about this in different places. One place that comes to mind is during a Radhastami class that Srila Prabhupada gave one time. There, Srila Prabhupada talking about how merciful Srimati Radharani is. Srila Prabhupada says that if Srimati Radharani sees a devotee is just doing a little service for Krishna, it may be nothing special at all, it may just be some very small thing, and even that devotee may sometimes not be very Krishna conscious at all, and not really very much absorbed in devotional service at all. But sometimes the devotee does some service, and Srimati Radharani sees that, and it strikes her very deeply. It's really a very amazing description that Srila Prabhupada gives in that Radhastami class. Prabhupada explains that Srimati Radharani, she's so much absorbed in this mood that we must please Krishna. There's nothing else to do but please Krishna, and anything which pleases Krishna, even any small thing which pleases Krishna, is really wonderful. And any person who does even a very small thing to please Krishna, even a little bit, is really wonderful. So Prabhupada explains that when Srimati Radharani sees that some person or some devotee does some little thing for the pleasure of Krishna, then Srimati Radharani, in that mood of appreciation for the efforts, even the small efforts of a person, Srimati Radharani becomes very pleased with that person. And Srimati Radharani thinks, what a wonderful person, what a wonderful devotee. See how they're trying to please my beloved Krishna. This is such a wonderful person. So Prabhupada explains that then, in that mood of appreciation for that devotee, in that mood of enthusiasm, Srimati Radharani then goes to Lord Krishna and she tells Krishna that, Krishna, you see, did you see what that devotee did? She mentions the name of the devotee. That's such a wonderful devotee. Such a wonderful devotee. He was serving you so beautifully, even though the devotee may not have been doing much at all. But she's so appreciative. And she tells Krishna, this is such a wonderful devotee. I want you to accept this devotee. And whenever Srimati Radharani requests something of Lord Krishna, because of the unique intimacy and depth of their relationship, then immediately Lord Krishna immediately just agrees without thinking about it or making any calculations of what was involved. Krishna just agrees, yes, yes, yes. You want me to accept this person? I accept the person. So then Srila Prabhupada, discussing this, Srila Prabhupada makes the point that generally you or whoever that devotee is who did that little bit of service that Radharani appreciated so much, Prabhupada says that you may even be fool and rascal number one, but Krishna will accept you on the appeal, on the basis of the appeal of Srimati Radharani, and that's it. That means perfection. Back home, back to Godhead, by the mercy of Srimati Radharani. She's just so kind. So this type of mood pervades the character of Lord Chaitanya, that he's feeling so much that I want to give all people and all living entities the opportunity to come back to me. And at least to a large extent, it's based on this fact that the nature of Srimati Radharani is just mixing with Lord Krishna's nature and in many ways dominating Lord Krishna's nature. So, of course, there are other factors to some degree. For example, Lord Krishna at the beginning of Kali Yuga, or as Kali Yuga was just developing a little, Lord Krishna, seeing the hopelessness of Kali Yuga and the hopeless position of the people in Kali Yuga, and just how useless everything is practically, spiritually. So Lord Krishna himself, feeling, you could say, disappointed that Kali Yuga is just so terrible and hopeless, and what can be done. So Lord Krishna decided, all right, let us, seeing things are just so pathetic, let us just give some special benedictions, and just let us open up the floodgates, because if we don't do that, then there's no chance. Everyone in the Kali Yuga will just be hopelessly lost, and that will be that. So Lord Krishna decided, all right, let me just forget about the usual considerations and even rules and regulations, and let me just give people the opportunity, even though it wasn't really available in the other yugas, but let me just to give everybody a chance. Let me be especially merciful in this Kali Yuga. So these are some considerations on this subject.